Hey crafty friends, this is Nye. So today what we are going to do is we're going to assemble our graduation hat, gift card holder, and box. You can see my template here that I made. This is the final result that we're going for. You take the lid off and you've got the box on the inside, and then you've got the gift card holder part when you undo the clasp here, and your gift card can go right inside. So this not only doubles as a box, but it doubles as a gift card holder as well. So let's get started now with the assembly. I'm going to be using my art glitter glue here for all of my gluing. I also have my bone folder here, but I'm only going to use this for the straight lines. And all right, let's begin. So I've got all of my pieces here. They're cut out. I've got my yellow tassel that I'm going to use at the very end. This one was really great because we were able to cut all of the pieces on one sheet of cardstock, which is always a win. And you can see that I've got my score lines here this side up facing. What we're going to do is we're actually not going to be able to use our bone folder for this piece because all of the score lines are curved. So we're going to just gently take our finger and just begin to bend right along those curved lines. And you'll see as soon as you start to bend, it will kind of immediately form a little bit of a curve right here. We're going to do this for all four sides here. So I've turned mine and I'm starting on the other side. And again, just bending gently with my fingers and my hand. Now for the third side here. All right, and then for the last side. Once you have the first one done, it actually becomes a little bit easier for you to just feel how much tension you need to be pushing down for it to actually fold. All right, when you've got all four sides folded there, we're gonna work on the tabs as well. Now the tabs are also on a curved line, but those are a little bit easier because they're smaller and, oh, that needs to go down a little bit further there. Those are a little bit smaller and so it becomes a little bit easier to work with. Now to the opposite side, again, just folding it down and there we go. Okay. So once you have all four sides and the tabs, you just kind of want to use your hands to hold it in the form that it's supposed to be there, okay? Then once you have it there, we're ready to start gluing. And when you go to glue, all we're going to do is add glue right to the tabs here. You want to make sure that you're adding glue to the tabs and not to this part because there is a little bit of an opening there with the tabs. And you just want to make sure that we're gluing the tabs and not just anywhere. Now, when you go to fold it together, what you want to do is line up the edges with the side. And you'll have to push the paper to make sure that everything is lining up and gluing. And you can see that it's going to resist a little bit, but that's where the glue is going to help us out. And you're going to hold it here just for a couple seconds to make sure that the glue has a chance to really bond. All right, so once you have the one side done, then the rest will become pretty easy because it's all the same. So I'm going to keep adding glue right to the next side and add a little bit more there. And then we're going to do the same thing again, holding it. So what you can't see is that I'm really pressing on the inside as well. I've got my finger on the inside of the box and I'm really pressing here on the inside as well as on the outside to make sure that it's staying in the position that I want and it's bonding. All right, I think I have a little bit of dry glue there, but it's okay. All right, now for the opposite side, we're going to do the same thing again. So pretty much the same thing for all four sides here. And I know it's kind of tricky because of the curves with the hat. It was a little bit interesting when I was designing it because I was just going to make a regular box, but when I was looking at some of the pictures of hats, I was like, they're really curved. I don't know why they were designed that way, but they are. Okay. All right, so now for the last side, we're going to do the same thing. And okay, and there we go. Okay, this one's being a little bit more ornery there. Okay, I'm just gonna hold it and give it more time to dry, especially right there at the bottom here. Maybe I'll just see if I can fit a little bit of glue. Yep, right in there. And then just press it and hold. Okay, that did it. All right, so once you finish, you can see your shape, and there it goes. Okay, so now we're gonna work on this middle piece here. I have the score sides facing again towards you guys so you can see, and all we're gonna do is again, just fold along the score lines. This part is going to help us to make the lid of the box, and it'll sit right on top here. And that will allow us to place the lid down and kind of hold it and close off the top there. Now, when you're doing this one, again, this is where you can use your bone folder if you want, just to make sure that the lines are crisp. It'll be just as good if you use your hands there. But again, that's going to be a personal choice for you. I'm going to add glue now to the tabs. And we are going to fold these up together to make that 90-degree angle and that side that pops down. So we've got two sides done. Then we're going to do the same thing here with the other side. Again, just folding them down there. And then there we go. And then once you have it, what I'm going to do, and it's all glued, I'm going to just give mine a little bit of a pinch along these sides here. This one's still coming up, just to kind of make sure that everything is staying folded. Okay, so that does that part. Now for the hat part. So again, my score lines are facing you guys. You can see that there's a dividing line through the center here. Then there's a little bit of a square, and then there's some slashes, or slots, I should say, that are right there. What we're going to do is we want our score lines to be on the outside. So I'm going to take it and I'm going to fold it and just bring it right to the edge right here. I'm going to hold it down on my table with my fingers, making sure that I've got those edges there. And then I'm just going to press it out and then use my bone folder to make sure that that score line is crisp. You can hear that as I'm pressing so hard, it's hitting my table. Okay, then we're going to do the same thing with this part here. There's a score line as well. We're just going to take it, fold it right there, and you'll see that this part will fit right into there, and it kind of closes it. So it becomes just a really easy and quick little folding lid. Okay, so now the next part that we're going to do is we're going to take this part, this little open lid that we created, we're going to add glue to the back, and then we're going to take this and we're going to press it right down on top of that square. And it doesn't matter which way you want to do it, it'll be fine. So we're just going to press it down. What you do want to make sure is that you're not covering the slot. So I guess it does matter. But you do want to make sure you're not covering the slot there. And, okay. Then the next thing that we want to do is we're going to take our tassel and we're going to add glue to the back of the circle part. And then just kind of eyeball where in the center you want it to be. So I'm going to go right about here. That looks good. And then before we totally finish it off, I'm going to open this back up. I'm going to add in my gift card. And then you can use any gift card that you want. And if you wanted to, you could take an extra step and go ahead and cut out some letters in cardstock or vinyl, you know, and add a salutation here on the inside, like you did it, congrats grad, way to go, things like that, okay? And then when you're ready, add your gift card in. You want to add it in fully on one side, kind of bend it a little bit on the other side and it will slot right in there. Pretty easy, pretty simple. Okay, and then you can close it back up and then you can put it right on top. Now, the tassel part, when you come to the edge there, you just kind of want to fold it right along and then just bend it down at the angle of the lid here, okay? So it'll kind of fall off to the side, and there you go. So that finished it. So I hope you guys really enjoy this craft. Be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and have fun crafting. Thanks for watching.